On Astra Malorum, you can get a Wisp that literally insta-kills the zombies and helps you out, which is extremely useful. This is a part of the Lanterns Easter egg that I'm going to show you how to do. It's literally like playing Dead Up's Arcade. So the first thing you need to do is you need to locate a Wisp that will spawn in a random one of 9 lamp locations on the map. So simply search the outside area, looking at all of the lamps until you have located one of them. Once you have located the Wisp, you need to look at it, aiming down sight for a few seconds, and then the Wisp will transfer and begin floating around you, which you can see in third person. Once you have the Wisp, you will now need to transfer it to all 9 of the possible spawn locations for the lamp, and you do this by simply meleeing it in the direction of the lamp. You can aim down sight to make this easier. Don't worry if you miss though, because every single round, an additional Wisp will spawn on one of the lanterns that does not have one currently, making it much easier for you. So the first one I transfer it to is over in the crash site. So in this case, another lantern spawned in Scholar's Way, so I aim down sight at the lantern for a few seconds, it will then transfer around me, and then I come over through the crash site and make my way over to the front of the Luminarium, melee, looking at the lantern, and it goes to that Wisp. I come back over to the crash site one that I spawned in earlier, aim down sight for a few seconds at it, which transfers onto it, and then I make my way over to the other lantern in front of the Luminarium to melee it onto that one. Thirdly, from looking at the one in front of the Luminarium, I aim down sight for a few seconds, which collects it, spinning around me, and then back behind the Luminarium. I then melee to place it in that lantern. Then on another round, a Wisp spawns in at the crash site lantern once more, so I aim down sight for a few seconds, which transfers it around me. Then, as you can see in the gameplay in the background, I make my way through the Luminarium and go all the way to the back of it, so just follow where the gameplay in the background is showing, and then melee to this lamp, which places it on it, and then I aim down sight at it again, which then collects it on me, spinning around me, and there's another one in the Luminarium that I melee to place it on that, and I also then transfer this other Wisp from the Luminarium and come back where the gameplay in the background is showing, and then melee it in front of the Museum Infinitum to place it in there. Then looking at Scholar's Way, I pick up this other Wisp, aiming down sight for a few seconds, then melee it to place it in the one right next to it. So it's a bit fiddly. I would just recommend going through the different rounds for more to be spawning in, because otherwise you might just be doing this forever. However, if you then let a round transfer so there's only one spot left, you can see when it transfers to round 29, a Wisp then spawns in the Luminarium, which completes them all, and then every single Wisp at all 9 of the lamp locations will be glowing yellow instead of the white like they were before, and you can aim down sight at any of them to then collect them once more, and you can use every single one once per round as they respawn in, and you can now hold up to 5 at once on your person to stock up. And you are then able to kill with using this Wisp, just using the method of meleeing it once more at the zombies. Now, you are able to do this with the white ones as well, but these ones are a lot more powerful than the white ones and kill a lot more enemies, and this is absolutely perfect if you are stuck in a corner or anything like that, to have as many backed up as a bit of a get out of jail free card, and it's perfect as well if you run out of ammo to just use this to get out of a sticky situation. Anyways, that's how you do this Easter egg. I'll see you with plenty more to come. Bye.